in Lucknow today, and it's my bad luck I couldn't come. I really had a bad stomach, and thank you so much for inviting me at this Thai event. It's an honor. I think some of you would know I am the founder for Biryani by Kilo. We are the biggest and I would say the most loved biryani and kebab chain in India. In Lucknow, in fact, we have 2 outlets. We are present in more than 40 cities. So see, I'll give you a bit of my background. I did my engineering from IIT BHU, so Banaras University, so not so far from Lucknow. I studied in UP itself, very proud of that. And then I went to US to do my MBA in finance and marketing from upstate New York, Syracuse University. And then I was in India. I came back in '96 when it was not so fashionable to come back to India. And I started IT business, which was quite successful, and I exited out of it around 2004-05 and moved to Singapore. And I was there for 8 years running the IT business from there. And later around 2008, I moved to finance, where I became a part of a long-short hedge fund. I was a founding member of the team called Aksham Capital PT Limited. And in 2012, I came back to India and became a founding member of a private equity company called Carpedium Capital, which is a consumer-focused private equity firm. And in 2015, I co-founded this company, Biryani by Kilo, along with my co-founder, Kaushik Roy. I come from a strategic finance, marketing, growth background, and Kaushik is a hardcore F&B ops guy with 25 years of experience in that field. So we were very clear. I had a dream that living in New York for 5 years, Singapore for 8 years, that why don't we have from India a big chain like a McDonald's or a Burger King or Domino's or a KFC, where we have such rich, food heritage. Living in Lucknow, from Tunde to Dastakhan to, if you go to Cochin to Guwahati to Calcutta to Hyderabad, such rich food heritage. So when I was doing my research as an investor during my hedge fund days and my private equity days, I think I came upon biryani, which I believed is a complete dish. It is gluten-free. It's much better than, I believe, than a burger or pizza which has gluten, and it travels very well. A pizza after 1 or 2 hours will become chewy and cold, but I think the biryani is a complete meal. It's very versatile. Living in Lucknow, you will know. We have from Hyderabadi to Lucknowi to Calcutta to Guntur to many kinds of biryani, and you can have from chicken to mutton to fish to kathal to paneer, many. And so we decided that we will specialize in biryani, but we will make it fresh for every order. Like in most places or most restaurants, they make biryani in big pots of 10 or 20 kgs. We said we will start with the name is Biryani by Kilo, so we said we started with a 1 kg handi. So after the customer order comes, that 1 kg handi goes into the oven with rice or meat or rice or vegetables, and it's dum cooked fresh. Only the customer opens the handi seal, and they enjoy the flavors and aroma which are captured in the biryani. So today we do half kg biryani, single portion biryani, but the ethos of fresh cooking stays the same. In today's time of quick commerce with 15 minutes delivery, we are proud to say that in food we still deliver, from 45 minutes to 60 minutes. Because we believe the food has to be, high quality. This is something which we are putting in our bodies. This is nourishing our souls and bodies, and so we believe. We believe that in serving and delivering fresh food, very high quality food, the rice we use is a 2 years naturally aged premium basmati dawat rice. The meats we use are very high quality. Spices are sourced from Kerala, so everything is very fresh and hygienic. So we have very good kebabs also, and I always say very proudly that we benchmark our kebabs with Dastakhan and Tunde. That's the best in India, and we are very proud that we are almost equivalent, and I would encourage people to try our mutton and veg garotis. I think we believe we can even be better than them. And over a period of time, we have also, taken stakes or started other F&B companies like Goila Butter Chicken, which was started by Saransh Goila, who's a master chef. And it's a he's a master chef, and it's one of the best butter chickens in India, and the dal and other butter paneers and the typical North Indian cuisine. So that's also now in more than 40 cities and close to becoming a 100 crore brand. And and then we have other brands like Getaway, which are the healthy desserts, which are low calories, no sugar, high protein, very healthy indulgences. And then we also started a new brand called Crazy Kebab Company with a K in Crazy, which is a version of KFC with desi flavored fried chicken and kebabs. So in a nutshell, we are very proud of Indian food and cuisine, and we've already become pan-India, and very happy and proud to deliver this very high quality Indian food through these different brands all over India. And we already opened our first outlet in Dubai last month of Biryani by Kilo, and we'll be going more, and we'll be starting more and more outlets in Dubai, Dubai and UAE and Middle East this year. And we want to make India and Bharat proud, and want to take this more brands to the rest of the world, very soon in the next few years. And we believe Indian food should be as omnipresent as burgers and pizzas all over the world, in a standardized form and delicious and yet authentic. And again, thank you for inviting me. And what I think will like to, if I can sort of transmit in today's this my presence and call is that I'm an engineer and I did my MBA in finance. But you can take your passion in any field. My passion was in food, and you can grow the brand to any levels. You can be engineer, you can be anyone. But if you like fashion, you like health, you like travel, you can take any field, and you can create a good team, and you can scale it all over India, all over the world. I think India, I think we all believe it's India's decade, India's century. And I think I'll hope there'll be many more entrepreneurs from the gathering I'm addressing today. And I really appreciate being there. And I hope you guys will try more and more Biryani by Kilo, Koila Butter Chicken, Crazy Kebab Company, and Getaway Healthy Desserts, and continue to patronize us. I really appreciate being there. If there's any questions,
There are any questions for Vishal? We could take them. So, yeah? Okay, please. I think you probably need to.
You can go there.
Yeah, you can please. Vishal, can you hear me?
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Mr. Vishal, I am Dr. Sujit Kumar Patra. I am a professor of marketing. So I am not a student, but on behalf of my student, I want to just check on a few questions. One question, let me do. Like what I see is your turnover last year is around 268 crores. That means you have scaled higher. Now, at this stage particularly, what kind of challenges you see to scale further?
So I think it's a very good question. So I think the challenges which companies face from going from 0 to 10 crore are different from 10 to 100 crore, and they're different from 100 to 500 crores. I think as you go all over India, the taste and food profiles change. What people in Lucknow like can be different from people in Hyderabad and in Tamil Nadu or Kerala. So you have to localize and be very cognizant of local taste and preferences and adapt yourself to it. Like McDonald's in India sells like aloo tikki burger, honoring local taste. So you have to be state specific, city specific. So sometimes you have to localize as per their taste. And also, the more deeper you go to the next level, like you have in terms of your supply chain sanitization and your HR policies, I think those are other challenges. And of course, like I said, we are going international from this year, and we already have one outlet in Dubai. and anyone who's going there are encouraged to go and dine in there. So I think the challenges from few hundred crore to 1,000 crores are different, and I think we are on the right path to go to that state. So
Thank you, sir, for following your passion. Congratulations.
thank you so much.
Vishal, one question that I would put on behalf of the audience here. The audience here is a mix of entrepreneurs, both young entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs, as well as students. So a lot of students, when they pass out from their MBA courses, they have the choice of taking up jobs. They have the choice of entrepreneurship as a career, right? And it's a challenge because entrepreneurship is very difficult. As we know that 1 in 10 startups only survive. So, any bit of advice that you would like to give students who have the passion for entrepreneurship but are kind of scared of failure?
Yes. Sorry, there's some problem in the connection. I couldn't hear the question. Can you please repeat it?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, my question was that a lot of students, after doing their MBA program, have the choice of taking up a job or opting for entrepreneurship as a career. But the challenges are huge. So any words of advice or inspiration for students who wish to take up entrepreneurship but are afraid of the consequences or the risks or afraid of failure?
No, I think it's a very good question. So first of all, I think I always encourage students who are graduating from college to at least work a few years, at least 2 to 5 years before starting entrepreneurship. So that's not a rule. Bill Gates dropped out of university and Mark Zuckerberg and started their startups from Microsoft to Facebook. So it's not a rule, but I do encourage students to at least work 2 to 5 years so to get some experience and also make some money. But having said that, there's no right time to start entrepreneurship. And when you feel that urge in yourself, and a very strong urge, but I would say, other than the passion and the urge, someone should be very methodical in approaching it. See, we finally are human beings, we need food and shelter, so you should have 1 or 2 years of money where at least you can survive in terms of your shelter, food, and give to whatever responsibilities you might have at that stage. You have to be careful with that planning. You should form a good team, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, and find a good team. Maybe college is a great time to find those companions, form that bonds, and work with people who have complementary skills than you, and make those teams, and to work on a business plan which is very, very clear and thought of in terms of numbers, in terms of approach, market study, the TAM, the market size, all that. And finally, if you can, sort of, even with friends and family, if you can raise angel round, which that you can, with that, you can survive your business at least for a year, and whatever your personal needs might be in terms of food, shelter, living expenses, then for sure go ahead and take the plunge. Failures, I believe, I'm not saying it as a bookish thing. They are stepping stones to success. Even if you fail for that 1 year, I think the amount of learning you would have had as an entrepreneur, even if you go back to a job, will be huge, and you would have grown as a human being. So one thing I will really encourage is to take calculated risk and not be afraid of failures. I think that's a must in life.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Vishal. Thanks a lot for joining us, despite the fact that you were not well. We would have loved to actually have you over here and maybe share a biryani with you. But anyway, thanks so much for your time, and thank you on behalf of everybody. I think the audience, can we have a round of applause that we can hear? Thank you, Vishal. I hope you heard that.